Hello, for this video, we're going to be turning this instant noodles, which is already good on its own, into this, making it tastier and more exciting. For this recipe, we'll need garlic, onion, your choice of protein, some leftovers, preferably with veggies, and of course, mee goreng. Here's the list of the basic ingredients as well as some optional ones. Let's start by chopping our garlic and our onion. You can either chop both roughly or finely. It doesn't really matter how you do it. There are two things that I subscribe to when it comes to cooking. First is that a recipe is a guide, not an instruction. And two, your kitchen, your rules. I think having that in mind takes the pressure or the stress away that may come with cooking, most especially when we're just trying to learn how to cook or learning a new recipe. And again, with your onions, you can chop it roughly or finely. You can chop it into big chunks or cut it into smaller pieces. It's entirely up to you. Some people find cooking therapeutic, others find it stressful. If you're finding it stressful, don't think of too many rules. Just try to have fun and explore and see what you can come up with. Especially when it's your first time or if you're just starting. Here I'm just cutting the chicken into smaller pieces. I do it that way so that it's quicker to cook. Now just heat up your pan, and when it's hot enough, put some oil into it. And when the pan is hot enough, saute your garlic and your onion. Some people put the onion first because they say they don't want to burn their garlic. Some people put the garlic first. It's really up to you. The important thing is that don't burn them. Now toss in your protein. I'm putting chicken. If you have leftover meat, if you have beef or pork, you can put it. You can even put shrimp if you like. If you're using chicken, just continue to saute it or mix it a bit until the chicken is no longer pink. I decided to slice up the pork from our leftover, and I'm adding it in now. You have to forgive me on this part. I miss pressing the record button, but basically just add water, maybe 1 to 2 cups. Depends on how saucy you'd want it to be. Bring it to a boil and then add the noodles. This is just an optional step. You can skip this part. I'm adding 1 to 2 tablespoons of oyster sauce. You don't really need to add this in if you don't have oyster sauce. Remember, mee goreng comes with its own flavor pack, so you don't really have to add this step if you don't have oyster sauce. But I'm adding this in because I want to pump it up a bit. I want to enhance the flavor a bit more. Now add in the sauce that comes with the noodles. Just the sauce, not the powder. Keep the powder for now. We'll add it towards the end of this recipe. Now, toss in your leftovers. I'm using the leftover chop suey that we had yesterday. Just continue to mix it to make sure that the flavors are evenly distributed. If you're wondering or if you're concerned that the noodles might turn soggy, that was also my concern in the beginning. But fortunately, at the end of this video, you'll see that the noodles are not soggy. And I guess if you're sensing that the noodles are about to get soggy, I think you can turn off the fire at this point. Because everything that's on the pan now is already cooked. We're just mixing up the flavors at this stage. This is also the point when you add in the powder that comes with the noodles. Just mix it well. Make sure that the flavor is evenly distributed. Forgot to mention that the noodles comes with the toasted garlic inside. So this is also the point when you start adding it in. Just mix it all together, and when you're happy with it, you're ready to serve. And there you have it. I personally find the instant mee goreng good in its own, but here we added color, greens and red, makes it more appealing, therefore more appetizing. I found some leftover Filipino barbecues in our fridge, and I decided to toss it in. And look at that. It doesn't look like instant noodles anymore. It looks good, it tastes good, the family loved it. Give it a try and let me know in the comments how you go. If you enjoyed this video, please give me a thumbs up, share it to your friends, subscribe to my channel if you haven't already, and hope to see you soon.